I've had 7 surgeries from November 2017 until March 2021, and 3 on my shoulder here, and then 4 on my right hip, and my hip never really got better. And doctors told me, you know, your MRI looks great under, or sorry, your hip looks great under MRI, and there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know why you're in pain. And I'm like, there's obviously something wrong with it. So I had a buddy of mine recommend me looking at stem cells, and he said Joe Rogan's big about them. So I watched some of his shows, and he mentioned BioXcellerator, and he had a couple guys on there who saw great results, and I was like, if there are fighters who get beat up on a daily basis and they see great results, like it should work for me, or at least help me to feel better. So did some research, and right away it was pretty evident that you guys were the best in the business, so I decided to come here. I got stem cells in my right hip, I got left shoulder, and then I'm gonna get injections in my back as well. And then I got the IV for the stem cells too. You know, after surgery, it's really invasive, and for the hip, you can't walk for 2 months. So you guys recommend walking around because you have to work in the stem cells, and my shoulder definitely feels better. You know, I came in to Colombia like not feeling great, and my shoulder feels a little bit better. My hip, I can tell, you know, I used to have a burning pain in my hip. It's definitely died down a lot, and I feel that's because the stem cells are very anti-inflammatory, so they're already starting to work, and I feel like as time goes on, they should help more and more. So I'm excited to see that. Oh yeah. Like the moment I got here, they're like, we're ready for you, let's go. And I was like, oh, this is definitely a change. Like I waited maybe 1 to 10 minutes, and that's because one guy was like taking extra long in his procedure, but like that was it. Everything else was like really quick. I think the greatest thing is like you have everyone's WhatsApp number. So like I had a question at like 9 o'clock at night, and like a doctor responded to me. And then I told Estefania like, hey, I'm taking a flight at 3:45 on Saturday instead of 7 a.m. And she responded to me like 10 o'clock at night. Like, you don't get that in the US. And then like the staff's been great, the nurses have been great. I don't like needles, so they helped me a lot with that. But yeah, it's overall nothing but good things to say. Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is like in the States, you have to see a doctor first, and then he prescribes you an MRI, get the MRI, then you make another appointment. It's like a whole like month or 2 process just to figure out what's going on. And the other thing is like, I know like yeah, it definitely costs something, but if you compare it to like my last hip surgery, it's the same exact cost. And like the level of care is like astronomically better. So anyone who balks at the cost, and like, you gotta weigh like what you're actually getting in the US versus coming here. So Joe Rogan recommended one of their clinic in Panama, but I liked you guys better because you also did the injections into the actual muscle groups that were bothering people, which is a huge plus for me. So I just like that. And also the YouTube channel, and just talking with people who've actually been here before. I met a guy on Reddit, his name's Randy, I forget his last name, and he talked and helped me a lot as far as deciding to come here and easing some concerns I had. But yeah, like it was either Panama or you guys, but you guys were like the clear